And yeah, the rest go and read. Okay. So it's important to know phrasal verb and understand the passage that you are reading, because if not, if it's a PV error, right, then you cannot find, then you won't get the answer lah. Okay. Now, this is an editing practice. It will be conducted on Menti, but I need y'all to refer to it at the same time also. Okay, because the question won't be on the Menti lah, it will be on the paper or on the document itself. Okay, and remember I said you have 10 minutes to do your editing, right? So for each question, you have 1 minute to find the error and type out the correct word. If you find no error and you think it is correct, you just write tick, T-I-C-K. Just write tick if it is correct. Okay, just write this. I repeat one more time, and let me type in the chat. Now, if it is correct, okay, not to Jimmy, but to everybody. Okay, if it is correct, type tick as the answer. Okay, for the editing. Are you all ready? Okay, if you all have the thing you can do first, I'm gonna load the Menti. Okay. Come, for those of you who are on the Menti now, please go. Oh, wow, you're damn fast, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, come, join the Menti. You will type your answer for editing passage number 1 there. Okay, I'll wait for more people to join. Please join ASAP. Okay, there will be a leaderboard, and I have no prize for you guys, but you just get bragging rights, I guess. Okay. How many people are there? Let me see. Oh, there are so many people. Okay. Try and join now. For those who never join in time, just do on the paper. I'm sorry, too bad. Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm going to start in 5 seconds. If you cannot join, your problem. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I start already. Okay, first one. Look at your device. Editing question 1. What is the answer? Okay, I give you 1 minute lah. Okay. So, okay, we have about 20 over answers inside already. Okay. So those of you who have time to spare, you can hasten your progress by doing the editing first. Okay, the rest of the question. It's like 44 is the number of people, so I'm just gonna continue, okay? Come, let's see. Wow, okay. So we have these people. Okay, I don't know if you, I know you cannot see yourself if you are very lousy at the back. Okay, so let's move on. Now I'm going to move on to the second question. Be ready. Okay. Okay, all of you are in. We have 49. And let's go. If it's correct, you write tick, like T-I-C-K. Okay. And I will go through the answers in a bit. You can discuss with your friend. You can do ahead if you are fast. I'm gonna stop in about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Let's see. Nice. Can y'all see your score now? Can, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the leaderboard. Nice. Okay. Don't give up. I'm gonna move on to the third question now. Whoa, 54 players. You can do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Question 3. Okay, come, let's go. I'll go through the answers after this, so don't worry. I'm not just gonna leave you with your score. Okay, 1 minute. Just move on and pass game. There are still a few more people who need to submit your answers, then I can end it. The time is running out. Tick. Oh, that's the correct answer. How come suddenly can see the answer? Yeah, the correct answer is tick. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Who is SX? Are you here? Oh, wow. Okay. Who is Nemo? Not here. Okay. Okay, I have 51 people, 50. Okay, whatever, I start. If you need, you can discuss with your friend as well and see. If your friend competitive, then too bad. Okay, about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone has voted. Let's see. Productive is the answer. Word form. You can be just as productive. What is producive? I have no idea. Jokes. Yeah, what on earth is producive? Okay. Okay, good. Nice. Start. Okay, question 5. Oh, this is fast. Let's see. Hey, they never show the answer. I'm sorry. Let me go back. Can I go back? Helps. Yes, the answer is helps. Okay, the answer is helps. Nice. Leaderboard, let's see. Oh, hey, you get something wrong. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah. Eh? Oh, there is. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there is. This is. Oh, yeah, there is. There is. I'm so sorry. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay, question 6. We are halfway through already. You can do this. For you are valued for something. Okay, not valued in something. Good. Nice. Don't give up. Oh, okay, you can do this. Okay. Question 7. Ah, question 7 is tough. I think a lot of people won't get it right. I think the previous class only a few got it right. Question 7, you must read the sentence after that. Okay, if you still don't know, that's the clue. Yeah, you can see only 38 people have the answer so far. So people are struggling. If you think it's a preposition error, you are wrong. Okay. It's not preposition, 4 seconds left. Let's see. Besides. Okay, why is it besides? Because you are just connecting two things together. What? Lower energy consumption and developing a healthier version of work and time. This is not a contrast, right? It's just adding, it's just two things. It's like using an and. Okay, you cannot use although, cannot use since also. Okay, yeah, no, IDK, yes, UDK. Let's go. 8. Okay. Don't give up. We can do this, guys. Okay, last 3 questions. Okay, I know usually you cannot repeat answers, but yeah, I'm sorry, okay? Okay, gonna end it in, okay, my auto end. Okay, 8 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Helps. Wow, this one. Dinner. What? Okay. Who's at the top? Why is somebody called healthier? Okay. Okay. Last one. 8 second, last one. Okay. For the number of, got other questions later for other parts. Okay. It's only 10 questions for editing. After that, we got other things lah. Yeah. It should be easy. Okay, just chop chop. I'm just gonna end it in 10 seconds. Okay, at 20 seconds, I'm gonna stop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna move on. Okay, next slide. Okay, so the correct answer is a tick. It is no error. Can? I don't know. Yeah, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't care. It's okay. Who's the top? K. Who is K? I don't know. Last one for the editing. Let's go. This one, if you don't know, you need to go back primary school already. Okay, I'll end in 3 seconds. 10 seconds lah. I very nice. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I end. Let's see. What is the answer? C, because after 2 is like your base form. What's ATP? Oh, okay. Okay. So this is the end for the editing. We still got a few questions later, but it's not editing related lah. Okay, so don't worry. I will post it over here. Oh, okay, we're not playing for now. No more playing for now. Oh, the Microsoft Word closed again. Sorry. Okay, let me just open it up. Okay. Wait, it's loading. Give me a moment. Oh, it's here. Is it this? Okay, so I hope the editing was clear. I don't know how much y'all get, but it's okay. Let's go through the answers together now. Okay. Yeah. Let me save this first. Yeah. Okay, come. After more than 2,500 workers who moved to a 4-day work week declared themselves happier, healthier, and less stressed. So this is the error. You need to change it to healthier. Why is it so? Because if you look at the other words, you need to make sure they match the form. They all have to be a comparative-ish, happier, healthier, less stressed. Iceland is now moving to make this an option because it's not a specific thing. It's just one of the many options that they have. So it's not specific, plus it starts with an O, the word after that. Therefore, the answer is N. Next, for the majority of its workforce, in fact, many companies that implemented it found they. Okay, so it is a tick. No wonder I cannot find it. Tick, yes. Found they could be just as productive. This is a word form error. Okay, because you cannot produce. Produce is a verb. So this is productive. This particular arrangement also help address. So this is a subject-verb agreement. The error should be helps. Because the subject is arrangement. And arrangement is singular. So therefore, this should be helps. Address structural inequalities as working mothers will now be more valued for. You're valuing somebody for something. And it's because of the word value. You don't value it, you value someone for something. Okay? That is 4. Time management and ability to prioritize. And this is the one that I think a lot of people got wrong. The answer is besides. Okay, that's a connector, besides. So besides translating into lower energy consumption, having shorter working hours, sorry, this one, yeah, helps us. Okay, because this is the subject. Having shorter working hours. The subject is not working hours, it is about the having, and you're only having one thing, shorter working hours. So therefore it helps. Develop a healthier version of work and time. The 4-day work week, this is a tick. It's within our grasp. We just need to see it because of the word to. Therefore, it is a C. Yep, this is the answer. Can? So, okay, I'm not going to ask how many marks you all get because I know you also won't put up your hands. So you just know it yourself, can already. Okay. Moving on to situational writing. After you're done with editing, there's the next thing. This is the next thing lah. Before you start your situational, you must always identify your Ppact because it's how you're marked, what you're marked for, who you are, your purpose, your audience, your context, and your tone. You need to demonstrate your awareness of this Ppact in your writing to score high marks for your situational. So if for some reasons you cannot demonstrate it, right, then you won't score very well. And to be able to demonstrate it, you need to be able to identify it in the very first place. So the difference between purpose and context, I think is a question that a lot of people ask. The purpose is the reason why you are writing. So how to know what is the purpose? You always look out for verbs. They will tell you, you are to convince your schoolmates to do something. You are to persuade your teacher to do something. You will look out for verbs to identify what the purpose is. On the other hand, for context, you're just saying the background. What exactly is the reason for you doing this thing? So maybe you saw a brochure, or maybe your school is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Regardless, that is the context. Context and purpose are not the same thing. You need to know this very well. Okay. For tone, you also need to know because different types of tone require you to use different linguistic techniques to demonstrate your awareness of the tone. You don't just, oh, tone is enthusiastic. Then you must be like, how do I demonstrate it, right? So you will use some linguistic features to show your awareness of the tone. And normally I'll go through all the different types of tone, but we don't have time. So yeah. Okay. Planning a paragraph, go and plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So go and plan. You can label them T1, T2, T3, just to organize them. You can have T2 in 2 separate paragraphs. It is fine. You don't have to just one paragraph T2, one paragraph T3. Sometimes they can be T2 plus T3 in one paragraph and then repeat the same thing for another point. Okay. It's important because task fulfillment gives you 10 marks. And if you organize your point very well, such that they flow very coherently, then your overall language marks will be higher because that is part of language organization. Okay, to ace it, importantly, paraphrase. You always look at the picture, then they give you a lot of words, and it's very tempting to just copy it because it's very brainless, right? Just copy and paste. But that will not give you any extra credit. What will give you higher marks is if you were to paraphrase it. Even if you were to try to change the sentence structure, that also helps, although that is the lowest level lah. The highest level is when you go and paraphrase it, and not just that, you also add in your own information. What do I mean by adding in your own information? So when they say, when you attend this cooking class, you will learn to cook very nice dishes. You must go and elaborate. What are these dishes? Is it chicken rice, chicken pie, or I don't know, laksa, whatever? Add in your own information. Finally, the last two should be quite basic. Vary the sentence structure. Most of you like to use very long run-on sentences, but you need to demonstrate your ability to handle short sentences as well as complex long ones. So you use not only, but also furthermore, moreover, then you just flip it all around. Despite all these things will help you vary your structure and also advanced vocabulary words. Okay. I don't have a lot over here, but over the course, like in the class, we'll definitely go through it lah. That's not in one sitting like that. Okay. After talking so much, what I need you all to do is to go and identify what are the Ppact in this particular question. Okay, I will go through it with you. Take about 3 minutes lah. 7:41 we will go through. Okay. Just identify the Ppact. Highlight, underline, arrow, whatever. Go and do that. You try out on your own to see whether you really can pick out the correct ones. Okay. How many of you today? Okay. Okay, 2 more minutes. I think 1 more minute can already. You're all quite fast game. Okay, I'm gonna go through now. Come, P. Let's start with the guy at the back. What is the purpose? To teach them a new skill. Yeah. Not really. That's the purpose of your project one, right? You are writing to your level head to do what? To convince her. This is the purpose over here. Okay, this is the purpose. Okay, you're convincing the level head that this project will be meaningful to the welfare of the migrant workers. How do you know that this is the purpose? Because of the word convince. This is the verb. So you will need to do that. Make sure you are convincing. If you write, then you realize whatever you're writing is not even convincing, then of course you won't do well. Okay? Okay, next, what's your position? Yes, your class chairperson. And the good students will go and say, I am the Okay, I'm the class chairperson of class 3E1 or class 4E1. Instead of just saying I am who and I'm the class chairperson, you'll go the extra mile to write what class you are from. Okay. A, the audience. Hello. Okay, what's the audience? Good. Okay. Give your level head a name if they never give it for you. Give the level head a name, a gender. Let's say Madam Julie Tan, for example. Anyhow. Okay, that's your audience. Context. Next. Okay, it's actually the light blue one over here. This is the background that you need to include in your paragraph 1. Okay, you need to tell your level head. During the March holidays, we did that. Then it was super successful. That's why I want to do it again. That is the context, the background as to why you're even writing to her. If not, she'll be like, why out of the blue you write to me about this? And what is your justification for writing to me? Now, if you notice over here, there's this word that says that it's a huge success. As a good student, you will also go and elaborate. What do you mean by a good success? Is it the migrant workers gave you very positive feedback? Or maybe 100 migrant workers learned something new, for example. Or maybe you had a lot of press coverage, for example. So go and think about what a huge success is. Moreover, you know that there are many different types of migrant workers, right? You have your Bangla, your China, and your Indian, your domestic helpers. They're all migrant workers as well. So you might also want to go and specify what group of migrant workers you are talking about. Just be very detailed about it. Okay. Yeah. You also want to specify what project. You don't need to go into super a great deal of detail, but you want to say what the project was about. Is it you go and teach them something, befriend them, bring them to movie, go and do cycling with them, whatever, I don't know. Now, we don't really have time for this components part, but what would be good is, I just want to let you know that normally the context, when you do your PPACT, right, you would have your purpose as well as your context inside the first few paragraphs. Okay. And because this is a proposal, right, you won't have a hook, unlike no hook, right? No hook. Okay. This is not a speech or article. Only article or speech, then you have a hook. So hook can be like your rhetorical, yeah, interesting fact, whatever. Okay, yeah, that's the hook. Oh, one more thing I forgot. Oh, here's the answer. Okay, so the tone is confident tone, as well as polite tone. And how do you demonstrate it? You will use modals like will, shall, and can. Because these modals have like almost 100% certainty that whatever you say is probably gonna happen. So you say this project will produce certain type of result. Then there is some sort of confidence in that. Unlike if you were to say this project may result in, so that is not as confident as if you use will or shall or can. But at the same time, because you need to sound polite, you also need to use may or kindly consider my proposal, or please take some time to read the proposal, and then you just say thank you and everything. So those are the ways in which you demonstrate your awareness of the tone, confident and polite. Okay, I'll leave it for 10 seconds, then I'll move on. Okay, done. Moving on. Oh, okay, here we are at the given stimulus part where you need to go and paraphrase and add in your own details. Let me think if it's in the Menti. Give me a moment. Let me think first. I cannot recall. What is question 11? Wow. I cannot recall, but hold on. Let me just try and see. Oh, sorry. No, don't play this yet. Okay, haven't. Yes, it's not in the Menti. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, it just closed again. I'm so sorry. Okay. So right now, I'm going to do one sample with you. We can work on it together. And then after that, you'll do another one by yourself. Okay? Let's see, what should I do? You know what? I will do the computer lit. No, I don't want. I will do the culinary baking skill. Okay, being from a different culture, many foreign domestic helpers are unable to prepare suitable meals or bake delicious desserts for their employers. So over here, we have things that we can unpack. Suitable meals, that's one word. Delicious desserts for their employers. You can also talk about it. Right. So suitable meals, maybe if they come from Indonesia, for example, maybe it's very spicy. Spice tolerance of Singaporeans not as high as where they come from. So they may have to prepare food that is less spicy. I cannot think of any food that is less spicy, but if you can give example, that would be the best. Okay, that's one. Maybe a less spicy version of curry. But they don't cook curry. Maybe Indonesian curry. Yeah. Indonesian or Filipino dish, for example. Or even your day-to-day dish, right? Day-to-day dish. Maybe they always add a lot of spice, but then Singaporean cannot eat, generally speaking. Okay, if you can, good for you. Now, when we talk about delicious desserts, we can talk about some very uniquely Singaporean kind because they're coming from abroad and they're coming to Singapore, right? So you can talk about the very traditional ones, such as your, what is it called? Now the many layers from Bengawan Solo. What? Not kueh lapis, okay, you can say that. So the one, the kueh, but it's not kueh lapis, with rainbow one. Not agar one. What is it? What is it? The layer on red, green, blue. It's not lapis. Lapis is the cake, right? Okay. Yeah, the layer, right? But there's another one. It's the red, green, and blue. Okay, that one not important. Never mind. Just talk about some delicious dessert. So you can talk about Tang Yuan also. Maybe you may think it's very easy to cook, but maybe you don't know. Okay. Then we can talk about Nutella cookies or macarons. Okay, whatever. Just come out with something lah. Don't just leave it there. They cannot make that. Okay. Yeah, then when they say unable to prepare, you might want to give them a reason, different culture. What is the difference in the culture? Okay. And then you can say these challenges add stress and affect self-esteem if the necessary guidance is not provided. Yeah. So go ahead and paraphrase this. Okay. So unnecessary pressure, for example, okay, detrimental to their self-worth, okay, or self-confidence. The ability to cook simple dishes or bake, yeah, will boost their confidence. And yeah, so tell them what are some of the simple dishes or what are the things that you want them to bake. Okay. And will lead to improved job performance. Yeah, okay. How will the job performance improve? You also need to go and elaborate on it. Pave the way for greater independence. So they say when domestic work is no longer viable, you can also elaborate on this. So after when they cannot be your domestic helper anymore, it is fine. They can set up home-based businesses or a restaurant or an eatery. An eatery back in their home countries. In fact, they can even serve Singaporean food back home. And that is something very unique that you can talk about as well. So you don't have to give everything, but the point of this exercise is to show you what are the points you can pick out to go and elaborate on, to go and further develop, rather than just copy, pasting, and just paraphrasing it for the sake of doing that. Adding details will score you higher marks, definitely. You don't need to add so much, just make sure you're within a time limit still. Okay. Now, in the time that you have, please go and choose one only. Either you want to do computer literacy or you want to do the language communication one. You can go and do it. And then I will have a mentee for you to submit your answers. Okay? Don't worry about not copying everything for now. I will send it to you eventually. Or you can take a photo or screenshot of this right now, just in case. Okay? 5 seconds, I'll move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, move on. So take 5 minutes to do this, please. 5 minutes to do this now. Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah. 5 minutes, go and come up with your own workings. 5 minutes to write your own paragraph development. Can do in point form, go through at 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna blank my screen. Okay, take the time to go and do it now, please. Yeah. Oh no, I can't do my mentee anymore. They forced me to upgrade. I'm too poor. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, just take the time first. Let me think what I can do. Okay, 5 more minutes. Let's try and develop. Then we will share our points together. Okay, you guys are doing great so far. Okay, if you are done developing your paragraph, you may submit your answers over here. Let me share my screen first. Nice. Okay, if you're done, you can submit your paragraphs to. Okay, let me just copy the link first. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah, and for those of you who are here, you can submit your paragraphs here. Oh, I deleted everything. Shit. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, come. If you are done, you all can just submit your answers to this form. A very quick one. Okay, just submit, then we can see. Just a very, very quick one. Okay. Sorry, it takes some time. And we can look through it together. Okay. Just want to see what you guys have developed. Oh, okay. Just type the main points, only type the full thing, just the main points. Okay, if you say cake, there's nothing. Okay, then we can look at everybody's answer. Okay, now we can go and see. Oh, we have the responses already. Okay, nice. Okay. Nice. Let the first line workers to learn other simple language. Okay, good. You might want to specify what are the other simple languages. Or maybe you can even talk about the dialects, because in Singapore, some people speak in dialects, right? Yeah. Yeah, learn English, a common language, that's good. Let them make friends with people in Singapore so they can learn. Wow, great. Communication is a severe concern if one doesn't know. Take note, do not use contractions in your writing. It is formal. You cannot put doesn't, couldn't, shouldn't. You must write it out in full. If one does not know how to effectively communicate, it can lead to serious problems, such as this, yes. When communication is not practiced, a higher chance of miscommunication resulting in faults and blaming work environment. Good. Speaking fluent, okay, such as delivering of instructions, good. Speak English can allow people to explain, good. So you may want to elaborate a little bit what are these medical problems, for example, okay, or having to work in another country which might be foreign to you. Okay, this one is a little bit out of context because it's about in Singapore, but okay, I can see where you're going. That's good. Communication is important among construction workers to minimize. I think this is kind of similar to what it was said in the passage, so you might need to develop it further. Okay, good. Yeah, helps them to integrate into society, feel more included, reduce stigma. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for all your answers. Okay, if you guys are going to send, you all can continue sending in, okay? Because I will just look through them and give you feedback because I have your email, so I will send it back to you lah, eventually. And so I gotta move on now due to time. So we're done with situational. Now, I'm not gonna go into argumentative as well as expository because there's just too much for me to go through. Okay, we will do it in class in the future. But for now, you can just refer to these notes and yeah. Okay, all the other pages are just, wow, it's just a lot of notes. Very, very helpful, I would think. Okay, so now I want you all to read this passage. Okay, read this passage and okay, I want to read together with you guys, but it's a very long passage. So you guys read on your own right now. We will attempt the questions together. And so take 10 minutes, go and read this passage. Read the passage now. We will reconvene at 8:10. Oh, I wasn't sharing screen. Sorry, guys. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's read the passage now, everybody. Okay, read this page 20 over here. Now, 8:10. We're gonna go through very soon in 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes you guys should be done already. Okay. Okay, come, let's go through. Wait, somebody is asking if there's notes given. Wait, give me a moment, let me load the person's notes. Okay, can, let's go through together. Nice, the thing closed again. Wait, I hope the passage was manageable. It should be, because it's not a particularly tough passage. Okay, come. Now let's go through the first question together. The first question is a typical question that you'll get at the end of the year or even in Sec 4. The first narrative question is always this. Sometimes it is 2 details, sometimes it is 3 details. And the steps are quite simple one. First step is to look over here. What is the focus of the question? Over here, the focus is unnatural appearance. So this has to be the link or the main part that you're going to describe in your answer. You have to explain somehow and link it back to how it looks unnatural. Okay, you cannot use back the same words for some answers. So try to go and paraphrase. What is another word or another like way to express unnatural appearance? Okay, so the first thing is to look for the details. For those, okay, y'all can just take about 4 minutes to do this question. Look for the details, and then after that to explain. Number 1 is to paraphrase the detail. And then after that, link to the focus, which is in this case, unnatural appearance. That is what you need to do for this. Okay, obviously, first step is to go and find the detail. Okay, remember, do not quote excessively. There's access denied. So don't too much, just the main points. So that paraphrase the detail that you have found and link it to the focus. Don't just talk about what you want to say. Link it to unnatural appearance. Okay. Yeah, 2. On your own. We'll go through in 1 minute. For those who are done, you all can what? Oh, you all can do the other questions first. I will give you all. Okay, come, let's go through now. Just now we start with you, so now you. Okay, give me one detail. What's the detail that you found? Very good. She seemed a small bird decked out in borrowed plumage. Good, that is the first detail. Now, let me just put it out first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How do you explain it? Do you find this also? No, your friend. Okay, never mind. You come. How do you explain it? What do you write? It's okay. I will give you the answer. She seemed a small bird decked out in borrowed plumage shows that there are two types of answer you all can write. Okay, she wore clothes that did not suit her image or style. Okay, because what is plumage? Anyone knows what is plumage? Don't know. Okay, I will show you all what is plumage. Okay, so if you look at plumage, plumage is a bird's feathers, basically. Okay, that's what plumage means. So if they say she looked like a small bird in feathers that is not hers, which means it's just clothes that did not really suit her image or her style. That's one. So for example, you can think of maybe a grandma wearing a crop top and skinny jeans or miniskirt. It's gonna be a bit weird. Okay. And then this is one answer. Another one is, or she had poor fashion taste, or her clothes were so pompous that it seemed unsuitable for her. These are the various answers y'all can include. If you got other answers that you want to check or clarify with me, please just send me lah. Okay. So there are answers that cannot. So answers such as she looked like an animal. Lol. Animalistic. She did not look too human. All cannot, because it's too literal already. Okay. Then other answers that cannot: ugly, no. Wrong size, no. Overdressed, no. Barbaric, no. Okay, so these are all answers that were given by other students also. So all no, cannot. Okay. Next, second detail. Let's ask someone from the front. Come. Grotesquely, right? Grotesque is very ugly. Correct. So remember the quote, her face was grotesque. Her face was grotesquely made up. It looked like road wax. Okay, yeah. So you must write shows that. Shows what? Can you tell me? Yes, her makeup was very bad. So as long as you made a mention to her makeup, right, you are correct, and say that it's very cui lah. Her makeup was very thick, exaggerated, cakey, which made her face look fake or artificial. But the main point is over here. Makeup was just lousy. That's one. Then the other one, yeah, can. Those are the main points. Overly done, yes, can, because it's about exaggerated, can accepted. What will not be accepted is redness of her face, because people think the robe is red, which is not in this case. Okay. Then what's also not accepted is misshapen face. Wow, so sad. Did not look human. Imagine somebody like describe you how she look like. Oh, she does not look human. That is just so sad. Okay, face look fake. So it's about her makeup because of the word over here, made up. These are the not acceptable ones. Okay, if you are done and I'm too slow, please move on your own. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Now, question 2 is a very interesting question. Why? Because the answer for this is very copy and paste for a lot of other papers that you will do. So if you ever see this kind of question, it's always the same kind of answer one. So I would recommend you to just go and memorize it, if you can even recognize it in the first place when you see it lah. Okay, it is always for 2A is always the same. Then for 2B, it will be a bit different, but for 2A, it's always the same lah. When they say, how does the writer create a contrast between these two sentences? So this is clearly a language use question. And when it's a language use question, you just go and see 2 sentences. So there must be a difference, right? Because it's a contrast. You must go and see how are these 2 sentences different. This is the first sentence in green. And then the next sentence is in blue. So what is the difference between these 2 sentences? It is the what? Look at the color. What? Volume as in the length, is it? No. The sound. Ah, okay. One is a harsh, one is a cacophony, right? Yeah. Can, correct. Yeah. So there are 2 answers to this. One of them is, yes, number 1. The contrast of the words harsh in the first sentence and cacophony in the second sentence. Okay, so that is the one of the answer lah. Or what else you can say is, this is the standard answer, the one that I'm giving you now. He placed a short sentence right next to a long and detailed sentence. This is a very common technique that I notice has been tested in a lot of papers, this thing. Okay, sometimes it's to, yeah, I cannot tell you the answer yet, but yeah, okay. This is another answer, but yeah, good, both are accepted regardless of what you write. Okay, this is language use. This is the one that is most of the time you'll see in a lot of other papers that you do lah. If you see a similar question, you know, confirm this is one of the answers also. Okay. Okay, Ken, what is the purpose? Every time the question asks you purpose, right, you need to kind of have about like 3 parts to it. First one is a verb. It's always to emphasize, or to highlight, or to show. Second thing is just unpack the meaning of the quoted sentence or whatever. And the third one, you might want to link it to this thing, either T Okay, TA lah. T stands for thoughts, emotions, or actions. Most of the time, just choose one only. Okay, it is to highlight something so that something normally is along these lines. Okay, so for this question, you all can try on your own first. Yeah, okay, yeah, it will link to TA lah. Okay, yeah, just take about 2 minutes to try out, then we will go through together. If you are done, you can move on to question 4. Okay, I won't do question 3. I will give you the answer for question 3, but I won't do question 3. Yeah. Okay. Do B for now. Do question B and then also do question 4. Oops. Oh. Those of you who are faster, just keep doing. Just chong. I will give you the answers. So don't worry. Okay. I don't want to like hold you back. So give me you guys 1 more minute, then I will go through. Okay. Sorry to disturb you guys. I will now go through the answers. What is the purpose? So if you wrote, it is to highlight the sudden change in atmosphere. That is a possible answer. Another answer you can write to highlight the tense situation. Sorry. To emphasize how quickly the party moved on. That's also another possible answer. Okay? But what is not accepted is to emphasize the importance of the event. What is also not accepted is emphasize the anticipation of the arrival of the bride. Because it was from like what, super silent because the grandmother collapsed or something, right? And then after that, wow, they still continue party already. So they move on very quickly. It's as if the grandmother nothing happened or the woman nothing happened, right? Okay. So 3B to create suspense. Yeah, wait. Okay, so what she wrote, like to create suspense, right, is normally the model answer lah for most of the questions. In this case, it is not, unfortunately, yeah. But most of the time, that is a model answer. Just take note of it. Okay. Moving on to question 4. Question 4 is a vocabulary question, right? Vocabulary question. So first step, unpack the meaning of civilized hypocrisy. You can do it word for word. So for example, yeah. So civilized means what? Hypocrisy is what? Okay, I don't know. I mean, I know that, but I will tell you later. Okay. And then the context is interaction among the guests. So you know your answer will be in in this way. The interaction among the guests was what? Interaction is singular, right? So yeah, okay. Take note, give only one like adjective or like one answer lah. One answer. Okay, don't say pretty and tall, for example. No, stick to either pretty or tall. Just choose one. Don't give both. Why? Because if you put one correct plus one wrong, right, your answer will still be wrong. If you put a wrong plus a correct, your answer is also wrong. Only if you put one correct, then you are correct. Or one wrong, then it's wrong. Okay, if it's a mixture, right, you won't lah. Then, but now you're gonna ask me correct plus correct, right? Yeah, you will still get correct lah. So that is how it is marked. But just remember, give one. And if you very kiasu, I think some people very fast, they picked up. Most of the time you'll use a quantifier. You use very, extremely, or whatever, just in case. Because I know some answer keys, if you don't put very, they say, oh no, cannot, never convey the extent. So this is a safety kind of thing that you can do. Yeah, you normally don't get marked wrong for that. You only get marked wrong for not having very or extremely. So this is something you may want to take note of. Okay, but same thing, choose one and just use very or extremely. That would be good. Yeah. But in this case, yeah, correct. Yeah. Because it's two words, you might need to elaborate a little bit more. You won't necessarily use just one word. It can be like a longer answer. It can be a phrase also, but won't really have an end. Okay. And usually, okay, usually, not all the time. Okay, just take 1 minute, then I'll go through it. Okay, I'm gonna go through now. Okay, just a very quick one. So if you manage to get the answer, you would say that the interaction among the guests was, you can say either it was cordial or polite or pleasant in a pretentious way, or they was, yeah, falsely polite. Or if some people just say very fake, they may accept also. Okay, just basically fake. Yeah. But why fake cannot, right? Because you need to unpack the word civilized also. Okay. Fake. Fake. Yeah. Normally, I'll go through the passage with you guys, but we really don't have time to cover a lot of things. So I'm so sorry about that. Okay, moving on. I would like to look at question 8. Question 8, yeah, question 8. What does a blazing veil over her arm suggest about the hair? Same thing. Unpack, blazing. Context, context equal hair, right? Then you're supposed to say lah, her hair is what? Okay. Yeah, that's how you would do it. Okay. Her hair is something. Her hair was something. There are two parts to this answer. Okay, because you look, a blazing veil, this is one, right? No, blazing is one. Blazing is one, and then veil over her arms. So your hair must be something so that it can be over your arms, right? Okay, so should be quite fast. Blazing, blazing. So in your head, you are thinking about fire, something very bright. Hair is bright, colored like the sun. Or you write red, orange, yellow, or blonde, or shiny, or vibrant, all okay. As long as you have them. What? Flaming. Okay, yeah, flaming. Yeah. Okay, but that is not all. If you only have that, not enough. And long, because there are two parts to this. Okay. Yeah, or some people will write, she had long, bright hair. Long, bright hair. Okay. Okay, can. Oops, can. Okay, I want to do this effective question, question 10. What is effective about the word talents to describe her reaction? Same thing, unpack the word talents. Think about what you will relate it to. Normally, you will relate it to what? The birds of prey, right? So, birds of prey, prey or birds? Prey. This is basically birds, predatory birds. Yes. See? And then after that, the context is a reaction. So go and come up with the answer. Her reaction was what? I think the context is very important because most of the time you all don't get the context, then it's just like, you know. Okay, come, let's try. We must look at what she's saying. Should her son-in-law falter his treatment? Means if the man like treats the daughter really badly, right? She would, her nails, her human nails would transform into talons. Yeah, and her voice would rise. So she is very what? Okay. So I'm going to give you the answers in 1 minute. Okay. Okay. This class is good. Ready? Okay. Sorry, not ready also. I'm not give you the answer now. Okay. It is effective in, remember we said highlighting or emphasizing or showing something, right? Showing Aunt Luella's aggression or ruthlessness or viciousness. If he was to hurt her. Okay, so basically is this lah. Okay, as long as you get this part, can already. Okay, showing her ruthlessness. Okay, or her reaction was, Aunt Lue's reaction would be not aggression but aggressive. Then you also have ruthless as well as vicious. So if you get this, then you are right, because you are a predatory bird. Talents. Nice. Okay, we have 3 more parts to go. I'm thinking if I can do it. Let me think. I want to do the summary, but okay, let's do the summary together. Okay, let's go all the way. First, we'll come back to something later, but let's do the summary first. The question of the summary is, oh, by the way, my recommendation for summary is to don't go and paraphrase unless the word comes to your head immediately. Why? You see, if you get 8 marks for content plus maybe 3 marks for language, you get 11 marks. Better than you go and paraphrase, then you don't get the meaning, then you lose the content marks, maybe 5. Then if your paraphrasing is inaccurate, right, your language marks also drop. Probably you get 3. Or some people say maybe you get 4. At the end of the day, you still get lower than what you would get if you do not paraphrase, right? So one exam technique really to secure the marks, right, is to just don't paraphrase. But when I say don't paraphrase, doesn't mean you really just don't paraphrase. Other things you can do, right, is to rearrange the sentence or alter the sentence structure. Put the word in front to behind, or change the word form. All those things also count. At least you try. Okay, you can also use connectors. Firstly, secondly, next, and finally. I know some schools say die, you must go and change. But honestly, it is really up to you. You won't get 0 if you don't paraphrase, because you will still get content marks. And your language, if they're very strict, is still 1 or 2 marks. So if you think your vocabulary is not very strong, it is okay. Just secure the 8 marks. That is more important than failing it. Okay. Now, the question requires you to summarize the benefits. Only the benefits. Don't go and look at other things. And you're only looking at paragraph 4 to 5. Okay. So for now, I want all of you to just go to 4 and 5 and just look at this. Okay. Focus only on benefits. Normally, we don't use examples, but if you find that, oh, we got no points to write, you can use examples. Okay. But I'll go more into that. I think you don't really need examples here. Yeah. Okay, benefits. Just take 5 minutes. We'll go through. The summary. Yeah, go through at 8:45. Go and find the points. focus on benefits. If you are not sure if that's a point or not, ask yourself, is it a benefit? If you clearly say it's not, then okay, 2 more minutes. If you are done, if you can find more than 8 points, I think that would be great. I think that would be more than 8. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go through it now. Look at paragraph 4. Okay, walking simply for the sake of a walk can be a brief respite in our otherwise frenetic lives. So this is one point. Respite means a break from your daily shit, right? Okay, and secondly, it allows you to detach. That's one. And after that, so that you might see life for ourselves again. Not unlike a child does. So this is also part of it. Okay. Oops. So we might see life. This is one whole point. Okay. Artists allow us to peer into the world through their eyes, but we do not need to visit a museum in order to be absorbed in this. Okay, walking as an artist gives us the rare opportunity to. So what is this rare opportunity? It is to peer into the world. That's one of the points. Okay, this is an inferred point because it's from this rare opportunity. So what is this opportunity? Okay, and this is also another point. It allows us to be absorbed in artful perception and contemplation. Yeah. I move on now. Okay. Moving on, still, someone might ask, what is the point of simply meandering? This would be like asking what's the point of watching a sunset is, or asking the value of a Rembrandt artwork or smelling a rose. The answer is simple. For the experience alone, a genuinely aesthetic experience of beauty is aimless. They do not seize our mind with the iron grip that daily life typically exerts. So this is also another thing. Okay, it is not very stressful. That's what it's saying. Okay, this is a bit tough because it's a little bit inferential also. Okay. Then here, there's a certain beauty in fully being alive while striding through a given space. So it's over here. Okay. Yeah. It's while walking. Yes. Okay, while striding means while walking, so that's not important really. It's just the benefits. Okay. Yeah, this sensation of sky, of a building, what? It's a boundless horizon. Okay. Yes, this sensation. When we through a screen, we cut off these sensations. Yeah, so it enables you to feel all these sensations. So this is very tricky because you cannot start listing the sensation of sky and light, of building grace, so you must go and paraphrase it as well. Okay. So these are all the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, correct. Okay. Anyone else has any other points they want to clarify? No? Okay, don't have. We haven't ended yet. So got 2 more parts. Last 2. I want you all to look at question, go back to just now, this one. Go back here. Question 12. So question 12, you cannot screw it up when you do your exam. You can only get 3 marks or 4 marks. Because if you get anything less, right, you're not going to do well already. Unless the rest of the parts you do very well. Okay? But of course, if you don't do well for this, most probably you also won't do well for the other parts because it shows that you don't understand what is going on in the passage. First step, look at the top. They want you to focus on the main narrative. Because why? Sometimes the passage has more than one character. And then the character, they will say, look at the feeling of Mary, or look at the feeling of John. So that will help you like focus on whose words, whose actions, whose feelings in the passage you should look at. So over here, they're just looking at main narrative, main stage, main focus. So it's a lot easier. There's no like different characters to look at. And yeah, the next, of course, is to go and look for clues. So for every word that you want to put inside, for example, unexpected emergency, you need to have a word or a phrase that will justify your suggestion. You cannot tell a teacher, oh, I really read that, I just feel it's like that. Because most people would like to say that, but that's not what's happening. You need to tell them, oh, I found this sentence, I found this word, I found this phrase that justifies it. Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes to do this, and then we'll have something, an activity to do that's related to this. Okay, so we'll go through at 8:53, 8:53. Stop at 8:53, we will go through together. Start 8:53, we'll go through together. Okay, question 12. You can discuss with your friend, it is fine, don't really mind. Just make sure you do this properly. Okay? The last one already, hang in there. I'll go through. Don't worry. If you all want to eat, just eat. I know it's like a very weird timing. Okay, come with your answers. Let's start the Kahoots. Okay, join the Kahoot, please. Why is it not loading? Okay, get ready. Let's go, let's go. After got people. Thank you, Lian also join. Wow, all the president come and join. Okay, nice. Okay, faster join 1 more minute, 30 seconds I close now. Okay, if I hit 40 people, I just start already. Got song also join. George go also join. Yeah, start already, whatever, start already. And go 40, yay. 42, let's start. Based on your answer, Here about before about it. 23 people got unexpected emergency. What's the evidence? Tell me. What? I think the mother faint or something. Yeah, correct. Coffee tip over, then go and not expecting it. Cheerful departure. Wow, very bad, y'all. Okay, next. Oh, nice. George go, not bad. Now it's the second one. Double point because double paragraph. Hey, good. Okay, what's the evidence? What's the evidence? Yeah. Correct. Drum beating, everything, cacophony, all right. Yeah. Okay, good. Whoa. Okay, Saf is the Safiana or something, right? Oh, is you, is it? Yeah, okay. What's your name, Saf. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I just anyhow. Double point, so double paragraph as well. Yes, it's extravagant indulgence. Okay. Hey, last one. Oh, nice. Okay. Last one, get ready. Don't give up. Let's see. 9 to 10. Okay, yeah. Yay, let's see. 6811 Kanishka, yes. S is who? Wow, good job. Last one is this girl, SX. Okay, congrats. Yay, wow, Josh go, not bad. Okay, wait, let me. Okay, haven't end yet. Oh, the PowerPoint closed. I'm supposed to show you guys the PowerPoint. Hold on now. Okay, so I hope you benefited from today's session. If you are keen, you can go and follow this timeline. If you want to join my class, join. But I will only start in January 2024, so don't disturb my holiday. Thank you. Okay, and we value your feedback, so please do the survey, okay? I will paste the link in the chat also. But please do the survey. We will really appreciate it. Okay? Survey, don't leave. Thank you. Hey, you do liao, then you go. I will be very grateful. And yeah, 3 people will win prizes. So we will contact you via your handphone line. Okay? Yeah. The form can access, right? Okay. Can. Good. Good. Okay, so that's all I have. And we are done. For those online, you are free to leave. Okay, just go lah. Yeah. Then the rest of you, if you need the note, you all can just take from the offline. Bye guys.